Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today we are going to be talking about the LCQ for EMEA, APAC and South America only. I'll be doing a separate video for North America when it's ended, because if you know what's happening in North America, let's just say basically shit is happening. But I can't be bothered to get into it, so we'll just ignore it. So we'll first start off with EMEA, and obviously after this, I'll have a look at my predictions and see how badly I went. Because I had a look, a couple times, and let's just say I was molding. Uh, I can. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. But yeah, so we'll start off with EMEA, and that was won by Team Liquid. But we'll get into we'll get into that soon. So these are the teams that participated in the G2, Team Liquid, Supermassive Blaze, Oxygen Esports, Footballist, Guild, One Breath Gaming, and Anubis Gaming. So let's just have a look at the results. So first one, G2 versus Anubis. Not really any surprise in there. I mean, Anubis was definitely the weakest team in the tournament, so I'm not surprised. Footballers kind of surprised me. I really thought Oxygen was actually going to do well, but I'm actually quite surprised that you know, they kind of struggled in it. So I had pretty high expectations of them, but yeah. Um, SMB versus Guild. I'll be honest, I I was molding. I really was, to be honest. Just yeah, I was. I'm just molding. Looking back at my predictions, I just mold. I was on the SMB copium. I'll be straightly honest. I'm so. Oh god, I cannot wait. And then Team Liquid versus One Breath Gaming. I'm not surprised, as One Breath Gaming was definitely also one of the weakest teams. Shout out to Navira as well, who got an ace in his first map, legit in his first one. Um, in the first round, so that's quite convenient. So yeah, I also underestimated Team Liquid a lot as well. Next up, Anubis versus Oxygen. Obviously, Oxygen winning that. I mean, I'm not that surprised. SMB versus One Breath Gaming. Surprised actually of how badly SMB went in this tournament. I feel like that I really thought they were actually going to do really, really well, because obviously it's online. So yeah. G2 versus Footballers, so 2-1. Breeze went down to the wire. Jesus Christ. Um, Obviously, I haven't watched like a lot of any of these EMEA matches, because obviously in my time it's very, very, very late. Maybe, just maybe, I'll probably just do like I'll just watch it and see, what happens. But yeah, it was very, very close. Obviously, G2 brought it out. I feel like Catlogs has definitely improved, like, since Berlin. He's definitely done a fantastic job. Team Liquid versus Guild. I mean, I'm not that surprised as well. Team Liquid, obviously one of like a very, very dominant team. We go down to lower bracket round 2. Guild winning against Oxygen, and then Footballers winning against SMB. I was really on the SMB copium. I saw a comment obviously that was flaming me about how I put SMB above Team Liquid. I really wasn't expecting. Well, I was expecting a lot from Team Liquid. I just wasn't expecting that Nivera was gonna be this good. Um, to be honest, I think they're just better without Cryptix. I really do think that Cryptix is going to lead the team, and Verash is going to be there full time. I mean, he's already kind of there full time, but I really do think, because like Cryptix is part of the inactive roster, I do think that Cryptix is going to try and find a new team. That's just in my opinion. So SMB and Oxygen, they're out. Guild making again once again another great run with this time against Footballist. I'm just surprised of how well Guild actually did this in this one. I'm really, really surprised. And then G2 versus Team Liquid. I was 2-1 to Liquid. It was very, very close anyways. I mean, it was either going to be G2 or Liquid, I'll be honest, winning it, because those two are very, very well, they're not similar. They're just what's what I'm trying to look for? They are very just like in like another league compared to everyone else. But Guild actually came up and won against G2, which really surprised me. So I'm probably gonna watch that watch this game actually, see how Guild won against G2 to make it to the grand finals, which Team Liquid has locked themselves into champions with the last chance qualifiers at EMEA, beating out Guild Esports 3-1. Now, let's have a look at my really bad predictions. And here it is. Obviously, if you watch my video um, of basically my predictions, you know how much I was molding, and I'll be honest, I was molding heavily. I was on the SMB copium. I was not on the Guild Esports train. I only had them advancing to the round of 3. I thought that's how far they're gonna go. I'll be honest. I really did thought that SMB was actually going to show up um, in this qualifiers, but apparently I was very wrong. Um, because I was really on I really just thought that that SMB just had a freaking off one because of it was on LAN, it was online, it wasn't wait how it was offline, sorry, not online, it was offline. So I really did thought that S&B was actually going to make it to the grand finals, and I wasn't putting my money a lot on Navera and Team Liquid. I really thought they were going to do well. I just wasn't expecting this type of well. That's all. So they've now advanced themselves into champions. Obviously, we'll have like a champions very soon. Anyways, let me now change the scene and let's go to the next one, which is APAC. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of Indian fans probably maybe watching this video. Um, Originally, I was actually going to I was actually going to put something at the beginning of this video about global esports. I decided to delete that because I just couldn't be bothered, and yeah, so I guess we'll just first have a look at the bracket. But first, the team who we go into champions is Full Sense. Um, I really thought it was possibly. Well, I voted for New Turn to make it to champions. I got it completely wrong. Full Sense, however, did a fantastic job. There's nothing denying about that. They did a fantastic job. Northampton also did a really good job. I think Solden definitely carried them as their Korean jet. Dam One is a team which I'm very surprised about. Dam Dam One, they were like the B tier, A tier Korean team that no one really knew, or basically they didn't have like a lot of showing. But I think definitely everyone in the team showed up. Newton was a bit disappointing. I think they did add Hyone into the lineup, and he's been playing some Sky, some Jet. They put I think it's a Lao. I think it is. Yeah, I think they put a Lao back on Jet. I may be wrong though, but they put a Lao back on Jet on like some maps. So yeah, and then we'll have a look at the other teams: Paper X, Full Sense, Boom Esports, Reject, Northampton, Fennel, Newton, F4Q, Dam1, and Global Esports. Obviously, the form of participants being the 2 Chinese teams and Zeta Division. Just a quick note as well. F4Q, they are not a team anymore. They have disbanded after this. Legit, I think after the match that they lost to against Newton. So it's a bit of a disappointment there. I do hope that all these players do find a different team. They were amazing, especially in Korea. Berlin, not really, but they are definitely fan favorites. So I really do hope that they find a different team that they can call home. Anyways, let's have a look at the results. So we got Boom Esports winning against Fennel, and every single Indian 12-year-old was celebrating over this. Global Esports winning against Dam1 Gaming. I'll be honest, Dam1 looked a bit lost. I mean, this is the first time that Global has competed outside of the Indian, basically outside of the, I can't, like just outside of the Indian, like Pakistan, Sri Lankan region. So I mean, it also makes sense that people will like be off guard about this. For upper bracket quarterfinals, Newton won against Boom Esports pretty convincingly. Reject lost against Full Sense. I mean, I'm not surprised there. Japan was definitely one of the weakest regions. Northampton just carried them, so yeah, I'm not that surprised. PaperX won against Global Esports, and if you watch the YouTube stream, you will know there was a lot of spamming going on about calling them Global Esports, but a 13 and then dash O, also because of their game in split of how they didn't even win a single map. Well, not single map, just a single uh series. Well, not series. You know what I mean. Yeah, round. There we go. A single round in split, and they got 13-3 on Icebox. And Northern, pretty easy, I'll be honest. Pretty convincingly as well, like against F4Q. In the lower bracket round one, down one, winning against Reject pretty convincingly once again. Japan is one of the worst. I'll be honest, one of the worst regions in APAC, but Northampton just carried them, just like I keep saying. F4Q winning against Fennel. It was pretty close in split. But F4Q kind of ran away with it. Lower bracket round 2, down 1, continuing their run through the lower bracket, winning against Boom Esports, and F4Q also continuing their run in the lower bracket, winning against Global Esports, which possibly made a lot of Indian fans a bit upset. I'll be honest, they did. I think they should be pretty happy about that result. Everyone was kind of dissing them, like me, obviously. Um, what was it? Yeah, just they did a very, very good job. SK Rossi, well, I'll be honest, he did some questionable aggressions. He was a bit aggressive at some points where I thought he shouldn't be aggressive, but he did a pretty good job. Especially of everyone else, Home Ranger as well. Um, also showed up. So I think global fans should be pretty happy about that result. Yeah, they didn't make it past the round two of the lower bracket, but it was still a pretty good showing. Upper bracket semifinals. Full Sense winning against Newton. I really thought it was going to be Full Sense. Full Sense losing this series against Newton. But yeah, I feel like John Olsen. He's just cracked up. He just showed up, um, in this tournament. So obviously a fantastic showing by Full Sense. PaperX losing against Northampton. It was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. I really thought of like the run that Northampton had against F4Q. I really thought it was going to be very, very easy for Northampton to win against them, but it wasn't actually. So that was actually quite a pleasant surprise. So bracket round two, down one, continuing their run, winning against PaperX 2-1, and the battle of the Koreans, Newton versus F4Q, Newton coming up on top. And I think after this match, F4Q sadly announced the removal of everyone. So F4Q has currently been disbanded, which is obviously pretty sad. Down one, winning against Newton in the low bracket round 4. Again, another Korean battle. This one surprised me. I really thought Newton was going to just win against down one, but they definitely showed up. I think including, who was it? I think Jayon Hai, Secret, and Texture. It was an intro. I can't remember who's the jet player. I think it's intro, isn't it? They did a very good job. Everyone basically down one did a fantastic job. Actually going this far. The upper bracket final, Northampton versus Full Sense. It was Northampton winning against Full Sense and locking themselves into grand finals. Lower bracket finals, Full Sense obliterating down one in blind. Ascent was a bit closer, but Full Sense still winning it, and possibly one of the greatest matches, maybe possibly in APAC. Northampton losing to Full Sense 3-2. I think this was the closest grand finals that we've ever had in the LCQ. I don't think it's ever gone that far. Obviously, Bind was definitely the closest, 18-16, that went to Northampton's way, so it was pretty close in that regards. So yeah, after that, let's now have a look at my predictions, and I am continuing to mold. I mean, I got Boom Esports right, New Turn, Full Sands, Paper Rex, and other than that, it's just all been blues and grays. So if you don't know like what blue is, let's just say blue is just like you got it right, but you didn't get the team right. Let's just say that. Yeah, I guess I can't remember. So I think it is. Yeah, I don't know though. So yeah, I originally actually, if you go back and watch the video, I originally put global um up there with Paper X. I originally did. I was like, I don't know, because I thought they were just gonna be too aggressive and just basically just have like a death wish, not actually a death wish, but like sort of like an in-game one, just rushing in and just being so aggressive. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, yeah, and I don't know why I really rated Reject so highly. My God, I'm in that copia right now. Um, yeah, F4Q. Yeah, I was on the F4Q copium. I was like, well, I'm probably using it wrong, but whatever. I was really high on F4Q for some reason. I guess just because of like how like I mean their performance in Berlin was pretty shite. But I really thought like how they performed in the Korea, like in the Korean challenges, I thought that was going to continue their momentum, and obviously them learning from Berlin. I thought I was also going to continue as well. No, I was completely wrong. Let's just say that I was completely wrong. So probably the match I'm probably gonna be maybe reviewing or maybe just watching is possibly maybe Newton versus Dam 1 or the grand final Full Sands versus Northampton. I need to find two videos of it though. So yeah. So that's APAC all done. Now let's move on to the final one, which is South America, and that was won by Fury Esports, Australs, Havan Liberty, and Gamelanders Blue. And these are obviously the other participants: Sharks Esports, Havan Liberty, Furia, Gamelanders, Six Karma, Australs, Infinity, and Exolus Laser. That's just a rebrand, I guess, I think. Yeah, so it's just a rebrand, so it's just still the same team. First off with the group matches. Group A, Furia and Australs were in the top two, and Sharks Esports and Exolus Laser at the very bottom. I mean, I'll be honest, I mean, I did say one of the, I mean, I did say one, like, there will be one Latin American team winning. So I guess I get points for that? I don't. I really don't. But yeah, Furia looked pretty good. I mean, they somehow, I don't know how Australs won against Furia. That's probably gonna be the match I'm gonna be maybe watching, seeing how the hell Australs won against them. I mean, they were second behind Crew, so I should have really not underestimated them, to be honest. I should have just, yeah, I really shouldn't underestimated them. That was a bit of an oopsie. Australs were on a tear, I just want to say. But yeah, I'll be honest, Australs did a very, very good job. Furia, but actually, yeah, I guess I'll talk about opening match. Sharks Esports went against Laser. I mean, not surprising. Australs versus Furia. One against Australs, went against Furia. Pretty surprising. Australs winning against Sharks. I'll be honest, I'm less surprised about this, but Australs winning against Sharks. That's just because Sharks, I felt I just don't see them really doing well after Reykjavik. I'll be honest. Yeah, like they had like their moment of shine in Reykjavik, but after that they just kind of fell from grace. I mean, I'll be honest, they're still like a top four Brazilian team, but just still, I don't have a lot of faith in Sharks Esports. They just look iffy. That's just, yeah, I'll just say that. Elimination match, Furia versus Laser. I mean, is anyone really surprised about this? Laser was definitely the weakest team in the group. And then Sharks versus Furia. I mean, yeah, it was pretty close though, but Furia definitely was the better team against Sharks. Group B, Gamelanders Blue winning against Sex Karma. Looks like there was a substitute there. I don't know where, but there was a substitute for Six Karma. But it still didn't really matter as Gamelanders Blue still won. Havan Liberty winning against Infinity. I mean, no surprise. Infinity was definitely the weakest team. Game Leaders Blue winning against Havan Liberty. Again, not that surprising. Game Leaders was one of the best Brazilian teams. I guess that's kind of. I mean, still Game Leaders is definitely up there. I think also Vikings as well, but that's really about it. The elimination match that went to 6 Karma. Once again, another substitute. But this time it actually paid off, and Infinity lost to 6 Karma. And then for the decider match, it was very close. So once again, another substitute. I guess that's just only for one map. Is it Bind? I think it's either Bind or Split. I think it's Split. So yeah, that would make sense then. But yeah, so Haval Liberty advancing themselves into the playoffs, and here Australs winning against Haval Liberty, Furia winning against Gamelanders, and then to finish it off, Furia getting their revenge against Australs in the grand finals, punching them into the champions. Before we look at champions, let's have a look at my predictions for South America. It was actually not too bad, believe it or not. So I predicted Sharks to win. I really thought it was going to be Furia, and Furia to get into their first one. And then I thought it was going to be Sharks qualifying. But I thought this match was going to be really, really close. I'll be honest. Then this one, I was hoping that 6 Carbon would win against Haval Liberty just so I can get those maximum points for this group. I was very, very close though, but Haval Liberty did win against 6 Karma, so I was a bit disappointed there. Anyways, so I didn't. I was trying. Yeah, I couldn't get there sadly. I was gonna do it off camera, so I wasn't gonna show it until I get to this part of the video. But yeah, before we actually get into the champions, I'll show you champions and everything and where it's coming from. I also want to pay my thoughts and prayers to KIXSTAr. To KIXSTAR. He sadly passed away. I think a couple days ago. We don't know what the reasoning is for, but he was a commentator, mainly well known at Rainbow Six Siege, and for a bit he was also a commentator for Valorant. My thoughts and prayers goes out to his families and friends, and he will be dearly missed in the esports community. So with that, let's have a look at champions, and I guess I'll actually lead now. Let's not have a look at North America. Let's just write that off. I don't know when North America is going to be back on. I'm definitely going to be trying to be watching it, but yeah. So these are obviously the other teams who have advanced to champions due to circuit points, or if you're Gambit Esports, win Berlin. So other Gambit who won in Berlin for circuit points, you only got Sentinels and Team Envy for NA, Korea Esports for Latin America, Team Vikings for Brazil, and KIXSTAR as well, and also Fury Esports. Ascend, Fnatic, and Team Liquid for EMEA. No Turkish or CIS teams. Vision Strikers for Korea. Crazy Raccoon for Japan. And X10, Team Secret, formerly known as Brand Esports. And Full Sense for APAC. Well, for Southeast Asia, let's just say that. Yeah, for Southeast Asia. Obviously, we don't know who's going to be North America because of all the weird changes and stuff going around North America. But yeah, that is really it for me. Obviously, when the North America bracket comes up, I will be doing a video on that and probably also a tier list as well. So yeah, that's really it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.